Welcome to Soul Elevation, guiding your ascension to new heights. I'm Kara Goodwin, and I want to talk today about making ourselves a vessel for divine energies. And today, as I'm recording this, it's 8/8, which is the Lion's Gate, 8/8 of 2025. The Lion's Gate is always around the 8th of August. So there's a numeric, anytime there's a month that has the same number as the date, there is a numeric energy with that where the energies are more potent. Like we can think of that as kind of a gateway. Um, and on August 8th, we have the sun in Leo, we have Sirius rising, and we have Orion in alignment with the Great Pyramid. So there are several different energies all happening at once that make this a powerful time. And so this can be a particularly great time we also have a new moon that's, I think the new moon is tomorrow. But anyway, if you're watching this live or you're somewhere within a few days of when it's recorded, we're in this window where we have a lot of alignments and we have, again, with the full moon, it's just a powerful time. And so this can be a great time for manifestation. This can be a great time to be intentional, to be considering what is it that you want in your life, to step back, to zoom out and to say, okay, here's where I am. You may want to consider where you've come, how far you've come. It can be hard on ourselves if we're always looking at where we'd like to go and we don't recognize how far we've already come. So you may want to do some reflection, and then you also I would suggest that it's a good time to think about what might be some things that you would like to create within your life and put that intention out there. And so, how do we work with the energies when we're in a powerful time, such as the Lion's Gate? And it's not just the Lion's Gate. We have this with the moon cycles. There are other energy alignments, and also with the activity of the sun. We have had a little bit of solar activity, things with the Schumann resonance. All of these things happen that give us these surges of energy that do create powerful times for us um, to think about the life that we want to create and to be intentional about doing so. So, what I recommend with this time to kind of to make the most out of the time that we're in, to make the most out of these energies, is to make a point to spend some time outside today, if you can. Um, get outside, get your bare feet on the ground, get around trees. If you can get in a natural body of water, that's another great way to interact with the energies. You could even take a bath, like an Epsom salt bath. That's another way, ideally we would get into a natural body of water, but we can still put ourselves in water. So also, as I mentioned, journaling and really getting yourself in a place where you're reflecting on life. It can be easy for us to just keep zooming through life and dealing with our to-do list and with, the fires that we need to put out in our lives. But it's up to us to create some sacred time to journal and to reflect. Again, spending time in nature, even just going outside, being in the sunlight, sitting on a bench and journaling. And, that can be really, that can really take you places. Um, Something that has been huge in my life right now has been sacred geometry, right? Creating sacred geometry, drawing sacred geometry, and meditating on sacred geometry. Now, I know that's not for everybody. That doesn't interest everybody. Sacred geometry is a little more hidden from the mainstream. You may not even know what that term is. If you see this image behind me, the purple with the kind of golden, silvery white geometry, if you're watching the video here rather than listening, that is sacred geometry. We can create this within ourselves. And there is really something magical about, specifically about sacred geometry, because it is the foundation of creation. So you're really kind of getting in and connecting with the architecture of creation. That has been really, really powerful for me. And again, I've been drawing it every day for a while and then again, meditating on it. If you don't know how to draw it, you can find images of it. You could print them out. You could meditate on them. And by meditate on them, I just mean you can stare at them with us. And if you can let your gaze go soft, that makes that takes things even further. So that might be, again, it doesn't appeal to everybody, but it is so magical. And it's one of those things that I want to mention because in your life, this may be a topic that's coming up for you. You may be getting nudges. Your team may be trying to say, spend some time with sacred geometry because it really can launch you. If you're wanting to work on your spiritual development, it really can launch you into another level. But it's one of those things that I can't tell you how it's going to work for you. I can't tell you exactly how that's going to happen. It's not necessarily going to be like you're going to meditate for X amount of minutes and then there's going to be a lightning bolt and you're going to, you will have been one way and suddenly you're another way. I can't say that that's going to happen. It may be more subtle than that, but I can just attest to the value of it. And I can tell you that I'm getting a lot out of it. And so that's something that I will be doing today with the Lionsgate energies. But I'm also going to be spending time in the woods. I've got a small group of people that I'm going to be with where we will, I'm sure, spend some time in meditation, spend some time by a creek. We're going to be communing with trees. Later tonight, I'm going to be doing some yoga and have a sound experience that somebody's going to be leading. So those are the ways that I am nurturing myself. And I just encourage you to make the most out of this time. This is a gift. And another thing that I would encourage you to do is use this time to pray for peace. Use your consciousness, your choice to meditate or just to pray. Get those intentions out in the universe, out in reality, that you want peace and that you want there to be safety and security and food and water and healing for those who really desperately need that right now on our planet. So we can use this time for ourselves and we can use this time for the collective to bring in the highest good, because the truth is that there are nefarious forces that we can't even conceive of, that you might not even think are real, that you can't even imagine that people would choose to bring suffering for their own gain. That is absolutely what is happening, and they know about these powerful energies. They will be using these powerful energies of today, of these alignments, to try to advance their own agenda. So please be also working on behalf of the collective as much as you want to bring in the highest good for yourself. Let us also extend that to those who are in need. So thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the work that you're doing to uplift this planet. Bless you.